Hello again. Welcome to another episode of Brenda's Musings. So today I want to talk about getting old. And I'm talking about this today because my husband turns 65 today on Friday the 13th. And I was teasing this morning that now, he can get discounts wherever he goes and things like that. But, and some of us have talked about this, some of my friends and I have talked about this for quite a while already. We're in our 50s or 60s, and a few of us are in our 70s. And we talk about, how we feel like we're in our 30s or 40s in our mind. Our bodies tell a different tale quite often. But in our mind, we still have that mentality of a 30 or 40-year-old. I remember talking to my grandmother who lived to be 99 and a half. And I remember talking to her when she was in her late 80s. And I remember asking her how old did she feel? She said, I feel like I'm half my age. My mind cannot grapple with the fact that my body has been on this earth for as long as it has. And, I turned 61 this year, and I had to finally admit that I have more of my life behind me than I have in front of me. Now, I plan to live to be over 100. I'm going to outlive my grandmother in terms of years. And there's just so much I have to do. And I have found myself in the last couple of months thinking, oh, I really want to do that. And thinking, when am I going to do that? Like, how can I possibly get in all of the living that I want to get in the amount of time that I have left on this earth? Because I have lists of things. I don't take time to write the list, but in my mind, I have lists of things that I would love to do. And so I've decided that I'm just going to start picking them off one by one. And some of them are like little tiny things, right? Some of them are, I did one the other day with a friend of mine. We did these like squeegee paintings. And it was a blast. And it was a mess. But we did it. So that was something I wanted to try. I hadn't tried before. So I crossed that off my list. It doesn't have to be something big, right? It could be walking on a trail you've never walked before. It could be, going to a show you've never gone to before. It could be owning a pet. Like, there's a gazillion things. It doesn't have to break the bank. It doesn't have to be spectacular. You don't have to, be jumping out of airplanes. You can if you want to, but you don't have to. And so, aging is definitely a state of mind. And here's the thing. It would be a lot easier to age gracefully if we took care of the temples that our souls are lodged in. And I have done a horrible job of that. And I keep saying I'm going to get, better at it and get better at it. And, hopefully I'm on the right track, but we'll see. Time will tell. And if you want to live your best life, you have to look at all of the different areas, right? You've got to look at your physical health, your mental health. You've got to look at your finances, because if you want to be able to do certain things, it might take you, some money. If you're going to live a long time and you're not going to be working, you need money to live on. Your spiritual health, whatever it is you believe in or whoever it is you believe in. I think faith goes a long way. I am a strong proponent. I don't care what your faith is. I don't care what you have faith in. But it is important. People can live and die on their faith alone. I've seen it happen. So, that's another circle that you sort of need to take stock of and feed every now and again. I'm all about the learning and growth. And, that's taking care of your mind to some extent, definitely. But it's taking care of your spirit. And that to me is, I'd say, one of the top spheres that we need to take care of is our spirit, which comes down to our mindset. Everything, I know I've said it a gazillion times, but everything comes back to our mindset. And, you know, if you feel like you're 40 and you take care of all those spheres, you can live like you're 40. That's my musing. Have a great one, everyone. See you tomorrow.